昨年度は肘の手術を受けたため、今年は DH に専念し、傑出した成績を残している大谷選手。投手としての復帰は来年度と言われておりますが、どんな起用法となるのでしょうか。2023年の WBC でアメリカ代表の監督を務めたマークデローサが大谷翔平を分析します。
What's crazy to me is he's going to potentially come back and get on the bump, and I don't know what he's going to give you on the bump coming back from 2 Tommy Johns, but it's a situation where when you dive into his offensive numbers, if he gives you number 3 type rotation stuff, like a 4 ERA, with this offensive profile, it's still worth every bit of $700 million. And what he's been able to eliminate, you talk about eliminating noise, what he's had to deal with in the offseason and in leading in, and where he's at now offensively, let's get into it. It's crazy. $700 million, all eyes on him from the time he was 15 years old, and he doesn't disappoint. It took him about a week to get comfortable in this Dodgers uniform, and he's put the whole game on notice again. Watch it. Watch the swing, watch this man's reaction. Ready? Golly. So pause this real quick. Bring me up the OPS leaders. Let this sink in. No one's close. I mean, when Eric Nay's Researcher to the Stars brought this to me, wouldn't you think that Acuna, who won the MVP, Jordan, Seager, Mookie, wouldn't you think they're close?
Yeah.
They're really not close to what he's doing from a power potential. Now let's get in, because I don't think people also understand he's got 11 doubles. So he's shooting balls all over the line. He's got minimal movement. He's got power for days. And now all of a sudden he's going to try and win a batting title as well. So pause this. What I love about this, and we noticed this watching video, against right-handers, a little bit more closed off, right? Set up, staying through the baseball. Maybe to get a better visual, every time a lefty gets on the mound, he kind of opens up this front foot to kind of clear his hips, give him a little bit more of a visual looking at the hitter. So run this.
You said he simplified. How?
We're going to get into a side angle here in a second, Lauren.
Give him time.
But Lauren, do you know who's leading the league in batting average? Pause it. Bring up the batting average leaders.
What? Wow.
Did you know that?
I did not. Stephen Kwan.
So he's popped for days. The OPS is through the roof. Oh, and he's decided to overtake Stephen Kwan with a 368 batting average. And when he first came over, there was a couple moving parts, a leg kick. He was searching for things. Watch how simple this move is for him. Obviously a mountain of a man. Get back into this side angle. He sets the front foot down, and his swing's done. Run that back for me real quick. All the way, right there. Now get that front foot down. I want you to get that front foot down at contact. Stop it. Do you see what he does with his hips? That is not something everyone does. When he sets this down, it's almost like he rocks into his hips. David Wright used to do that very well. Use his hips to create this kind of coil, and then he just releases that back hip at the baseball. Run it. It's a simple move. The best DH I ever saw, pause it, in my life was Big Papi, right? Most clutch hitter this game's ever seen, in my opinion. You can't cookie cut great hitting. And why this guy has a chance to potentially win a batting title, minimal movement in his swing, not a lot of moving parts, and still is able to generate power. David Ortiz did it a completely different way. Run this, please. I'm gonna tell you to pause. Pause. Look at Big Papi.
Holy.
Talk about moving parts, and they both sync up perfectly and work. So there's not one way to go about it. Just what he's doing. $700 million contract, all the off-season noise that he's dealt with, new uniform, superstar-laden lineup with microscope on him every night, and he still goes out and dominates the game. So 368 batting average, OPS for days. And he's going to come back and pitch next year.
いかがでしたでしょうか。来年以降の起用法は本当に気になりますね。ドジャースは投手陣が充実しているため、エンゼルスの時とは違った起用法になるかもしれません。怪我のリスクを避けるため、無理のない起用法になるでしょう。ポストシーズンで投手として輝く大谷選手を早く見たいですね。あなたはこの話題をどう思いましたか？なるほど、面白い動画だったと思った方は、ぜひチャンネル登録をしていただけますと、今後の動画制作の励みになりますので、ぜひ応援よろしくお願いします。